Welcome, everyone, to This Week Astrology for the week of July 9th to July 15th. I hope you're having a great day. Hey, Casmar, Friday indeed. Woohoo! Absolutely. So just a few things before we start to talk to you about next week and what's going on. Last week, we had our full moon in Capricorn. We did indeed. So we're now in the waning moon cycle, which we're going to talk about on This Week Astrology. But be sure to check out your Taroscope video for that if you have not already. It'll tell you how you can make the most of the transit that we're in now. And in fact, we also have regular old-fashioned written horoscopes. And the link to that is in the description below as well. And if you are a true crime fan, as I am, well, we did a forensic astrology video on Chad Doerman, this tragic case that took place just really in June, really recent. So we covered the forensic chart of the 911 call, and next week we're going to go into Chad's astrology. We're going to talk all about his astrological chart and his the transits that may have made him snap. And the link to that is in the description below as well. If you are interested, we're going to be airing that live next Thursday, 1 p.m. Eastern. Chad Doerman, we're going to be talking about his astrology chart and transits. But let's get to what you joined me here for today. And This Week Astrology, starting with Sunday the 9th. So this is going to be a really cool day because it's 9. And 9 is the highest single digit number. It's number of completion, and it's a number of the universe. So enjoy that. In fact, not only is Sunday a 9, but we're in the last quarter moon. So the last quarter moon is the phase between the full moon and the new moon, because we had our full moon last week. Next week we have a week and a half. We have our new moon in Cancer on the 17th of July. So this last quarter moon that we have on Sunday, it's time to release, reflect, and heal. Let go of old habits, reassess your goals. It's a good time for inner work. And let yourself be prepared. Prepare yourself for the new moon that we have in July 17th, which we'll be talking about next week for sure. Sunday's planetary ruler is the sun, of course. The sun's day is Sunday, and it connects us to the eternal present moment. It's a day to enjoy your life and to bask in the feeling of being alive. Get those sun's rays if you can. Just don't forget your SPF. Don't want anybody getting burned. And you very well could get burned. Hot! Because the moon will be in Aries. The moon will be in Aries on Sunday. And Aries keywords include energetic, independent, impulsive, courageous, enthusiastic, competitive, adventurous, passionate, strong, and leader. So it's always a nice, fresh start when the moon is in Aries. I always look at it as Ace of Wands energy. You got this raw, fiery energy, and you can put it toward whatever you wish. You could say, I'm going to declutter. I'm going to go on a dramatic self-improvement program. I'm going to write a book. I'm going to go to college, whatever you want. Hey, Grandma, nice to see you. Oh, they're going to call you back from the Cairo? Okay. All right. Well, we'll keep you company until your Cairo calls you. I'm glad you're seeing your Cairo. Chiropractors are magicians. They are. William, thank you for seeing me today. Good morning to you. And yes, thank you, Grandma Nay. Let's mount the like button today. Indeed. Additionally, numerologically, as we mentioned, 9 for your Sunday represents completion, wisdom, and spiritual enlightenment. It encourages humanitarianism and universal understanding. As for aspects, well, on Sunday, Mercury in Cancer will harmoniously trine Neptune in Pisces. So, tune into your intuition, communicate with empathy on Sunday, and let your imagination inspire your day. we actually had this aspect back in 1969. We did, when we actually went on the moon. When we first stepped on the moon, we had this aspect. Mercury was trine Neptune. Neptune at that point was in Scorpio. So we launched Apollo 11, the space flight that first landed humans on the moon. And we launched on the 16th of July, 1969, and we actually stepped foot on the moon July 20th, 1969. And Mercury then was also trine Neptune, and Neptune was in Scorpio though. And yeah, so you could step onto the moon metaphorically with Mercury trine Neptune on Sunday. You can look at it as a very imaginative, very psychical, creative, wonderful aspect. So it's really good for creativity or romance or just losing yourself in something that is otherworldly. That should be really, really fun. So do that. We did. We landed on the moon. We did. Well, I think that we did. I don't know. I would think that we did. Well, I don't know. Maybe we'll have to check. For all the conspiracy theorists in the audience. I like that, though. I think it's good. It's good to be skeptical for sure. So on Monday, Monday is the 10th. And we're under the waning moon cycle. So we're in that phase between the full moon and the new moon, which we have on July 17th. So we're letting go. What is love flows, what is not goes. Release what no longer serves you under this waning moon cycle. Reflect, rejuvenate, dive within, let go of negativity, and prepare for the new beginnings ahead. Because we do have that new moon in Cancer July 17th. And you want everything cleared so you get to have a tabula rasa, a clean slate. That'll be very nice. Monday is the moon's day. So it's the most sensitive, vulnerable day of the week. Very porous day. So be sure to double down on your self-care on Monday the 10th. Nurture your subconscious mind. Your subconscious is always listening. So be sure to say nice things to your subconscious. Our lives are created by the pictures we paint in our heads and the words that we say to ourselves. So make sure you're painting very pretty pictures and saying really nice things to yourself. Moon will be in Aries on Monday until 7:55 East, 7:55 p.m. East. Then Luna will enter Taurus. So under your Aries moon, you want to act courageously, initiate projects. And then on under Taurus moon, you want to slow your roll. Slow down, nurture yourself, build practical foundations. So we start the stuff when the moon is in Aries, and then we nurture it, or we complete it, finish it off if we can, when the moon is in Taurus. Numerologically, Monday is a 10. 10 represents leadership, independence, confidence, creativity, and new beginnings. Big potential for manifestation and accomplishment. And we have a nice little aspect. Well, I wouldn't call it necessarily nice. It could go either way. Mercury in Cancer will oppose Pluto in Capricorn. So with an opposition like this, it might be a little bit intense. That Pluto energy wants us to destroy. Destroy in order to create. The first phase of creativity is destruction. So consider what you need to destroy or get rid of in your life, especially for that new beginning that we have on July 17th. It's a good time to seek deep conversations, explore hidden truths, but guard against obsessive thoughts. Pluto can make us obsessive. We actually had this aspect, Mercury opposed Pluto, a long, long time ago. In fact, it was on July 4th, 1776, when we signed the Declaration of Independence. A fun fact, the Declaration of Independence was actually signed when Mercury was retrograde. Can you imagine? And Pluto is retrograde too. And that seemed to work out well. So they must have, our founding fathers must have prepared the Declaration of Independence well before Mercury retrograde, as we should too. We have Mercury retrograde coming up in August. So you want to now get your systems in place, right? Because you don't want to start anything new or even sign anything under the retrograde unless the seed had been planted previously, which I suspect it had been, since the Declaration of Independence certainly worked out well for us. So just keep that in mind. We do have Mercury retrograde coming up and Venus retrograde. So get in your relationships really fast with Venus retrograde. You're under the clock. And with Mercury retrograde, try to get things in place. So then when Mercury retrograde comes, you're just doing stuff that you've already been doing, that you've already pre-paved. And we need to ask, what did that woman see in the plane that she got up and held up? Oh, I'll have to check out that story. Yeah. So, additionally, what do we... Oh, yes. So we signed the Declaration of Independence on Monday. Definitely enjoy this transit. Look at what you need to let go of, all right? Because that's going to be the big thing. Like, what do you need to release? With that Plutonian opposition, it's definitely a good time to transform anything, be it your job, your relationships, your body, especially with this full moon in Capricorn energy that we're still under. So Monday is a big day. Mars is going to enter Virgo. Oh boy. So Mars in Virgo enhances attention to detail, precision, and practicality. Channel its energy by organizing and decluttering, focusing on health and fitness, and pursuing tasks with efficiency. Keyword for Virgo, efficiency. And also now, again, we're under our waning moon cycle, which has that Capricorn energy attached to it. So get your systems in place, templatize things, get your structures in order. So then you just get to play by numbers, so to speak, or color by numbers when Mercury's retrograde. And Mars will support that. Mars loves streamlined processes. So let's get our systems in place. Embrace a methodical approach, set realistic goals, and use critical thinking to achieve success. And we're in very good company with this Mars and Virgo. Woody Harrelson, Amy Adams, Sarah Jessica Parker. I guess she's in a new thing called, what is it called? And Just Like That. Did anybody see it? Does anybody like the show? I guess it's a Sex and the City spinoff. Let me know. I'm curious. I'm not going to watch it, but I'm curious to see whether or not it's good. So let me know. Also, Will Smith. He also has Mars in Virgo. Yes. It's your turn. We'll have fun with your chiropractor. Chiropractors are often, I think, magicians. So I expect you'll feel really great afterwards, Grandma Nay. Oh, you're letting go of old clothes? That's great. And give them away. And old habits? I love it. Yes, let's do that. Let's get rid of old habits. Also on Monday is if Mars in entering Virgo isn't enough, Mercury will enter Leo. Oh, boy. So Mercury in Leo fuels creative expression, confidence, and dynamic communication. Embrace self-expression, share ideas passionately, and engage in public speaking or performance. You might want to use your charisma to inspire and lead, express heartfelt emotions, and infuse warmth, enthusiasm, and a touch of theatrical flair into your conversations. And we're in super good company with Mercury in Leo. Viola Davis, who I love. She was amazing in Doubt with Meryl Streep, and of course, How to Get Away with Murder. Is it How to Get Away with Murder? I think that's the show she's in. Jonathan Rhys-Meyers. He has Mercury in Virgo. Kristen Wiig, who's hilarious, and Adam Sandberg, who is also really funny. So tap into that energy with Mercury in Leo, which we will have from the 10th of July until the 28th of July. And just so you know your dates for your Mars and Virgo, that's going to be from the 10th of July to the 27th of August. So keep these transits in mind. And then on Tuesday, the 11th, well, of course, we're still under our waning moon phase. So what is love flows, what is not goes. You played Mrs. Miller in Doubt? Oh, I didn't know that. I would love to see that. If you have it any place on video, please send it to me. I loved Viola Davis in Doubt, and I know I would love you in Doubt. Oh, that's super exciting. So yeah, we're under our waning moon phase. What is love flows? What is not goes. We release things under our waning moon phase, and Tuesday is ruled by Mars, which is pretty awesome. So Mars is action-oriented. It's ideal for anything that requires extra courage, drive, and initiative. It's a day when we can get a lot done. However, the moon will be in Taurus. Not saying that Tauruses are lazy, but an object in motion likes to stay in motion. And this is especially true when the moon is in Taurus. If a Taurus is moving, obviously they're going to want to stay in motion, right? But if a Taurus is lodged on the couch, well, they're not going anywhere. So if you are wanting to get your work done, definitely just get into a groove. That's a keyword for Taurus, groove. They like to get into their grooves. So keywords for Taurus include patient, reliable, stubborn, sensual, loyal, practical, materialistic, stable, artistic, determined, comfort-seeking, dependable, and devout. Tauruses are very devoted. And then we have an 11 on Tuesday because it's the 11th of July. And that's a master number because it's two of the same digits in a row. 11 symbolizes spiritual insight, intuition, and enlightenment. It's a master number, and it encourages inspiration and vision. Plus, Tuesday is Cheer Up the Lonely Day. This day is dedicated to lifting spirits and spreading joy. So reach out, share love, and bring sunshine to someone's solitary moments. But they might not really be lonely. I mean, I think what's funny about this day, you go up to somebody, you're like, hey, what's going on? And they're like, I'm good. I just want to be alone. Well, whether or not they want to be alone, you can still brighten them up, right? Brighten up their day. And if they want to be alone, well, just say hello, smile, and be on your merry way. But it's a great day to cheer up the lonely and cheer up anybody because it's Cheer Up the Lonely Day. Yeah. And then on Wednesday, the 12th of July, well, of course, we're under our waning moon phase. We're letting things go that don't work, that don't serve us. The day's planetary ruler on Wednesday is Mercury, the planet of communication. So you may want to expect lots of correspondences on Wednesday. You might want to pad your schedule with some extra wiggle room, as you never know what might come up out of the blue on Mercury's day. It's a good day to multitask or to juggle multiple priorities. Moon will be in Taurus again on Wednesday. Moon in Taurus is a time to enjoy life's pleasures, to stop and smell the flowers, slow down, savor each moment, and invest in practical matters. You want to nurture yourself under the Taurus moon and also nurture your surroundings. Taurus wants comfort. They want to feel amazing. So tap into your hedonistic side or your luxurious side with this Taurus moon that we have this week. And 12 is the numerology for Wednesday because it's the 12th of July. 12 symbolizes creativity, individuality, expression, and it encourages cooperation, harmony, and striving for completeness. So Taurus moon's a great day to complete things as well. And you can listen to some Christine McVie. It's her birthday on Wednesday. So she was born on July 12th in 1943 She's passed. I think she left us fairly recently. But McVie is not just a Fleetwood Mac legend. No, no, no. Her solo career showcased her versatile talent with hits like Got a Hold on Me and Love Will Show Us How. And that reflected her unique musical flair. So listen to some McVie, either from her solo career or her Fleetwood hits like Everywhere, that great song. Christine McVie. That'll be great. You like your alone time? Yeah. Well, if somebody comes and cheers you up on Tuesday because it's Cheer Up the Lonely Day, don't be mean. They might be having good intentions and, they're just trying to cheer you up because they think that you might be sad. But you like your alone time, and that's great. That's really good. It's good. Got to enjoy yourself, that's for sure. And then on Thursday, of course, we're still in our waning moon cycle. We're releasing stuff that no longer serves us to make room for our new moon on July 17th, which will be in 6 days. Well, no, not 6 days. Well, let's see. How many days will that be? It'll be in 10 days from today. And from the 13th, it'll be 14, 15, 16, 4 days. So from the 13th to the 17th, you get 4 days of releasing stuff, getting rid of stuff. Jupiter is the ruler of Thursday, of course, the planet of luck and abundance. So it's time to think big and to doubt our limits. Make moves to expand and grow on Thursday. Think big. And you're going to have a Taurus moon until 3:25 a.m., the wee hours of the morning, at which point Luna will enter Gemini. So when the moon enters Gemini, that's when you wake up on Thursday. Moon will be in Gemini. It's a good day to make value-based decisions and choices, having likely clarified your values under the Taurus moon. So the order of operations is such. Under the Taurus moon, we determine our values. We say, I really care about this. We get really clear on our values. Then, when the moon enters Gemini, we make choices based upon our values, because Gemini is all about choice and decision-making. And happiness in life is all about value fulfillment. When you fulfill your values, you're happy. So this week, determine your values under the Taurus moon, and then when Luna enters Gemini, make choices based upon your values, especially your new and improved values, because Uranus has been in Taurus for a while now. All of our values are being shuffled around a bit. There might be reprioritization of your values, and some values might go out the window, and you might implement new values. So keep that in mind for Thursday, making value-oriented decision-making for sure. Additionally, numerologically, it's a 13. 13 symbolizes transformation and change. It encourages resilience, determination, and encourages us to pursue new paths. So again, that 13 energy is great for letting things go. And it's also good for setting boundaries, because the cross sum of 13 is 4. And that's all about structure and order, which also coincides with our Capricorn full moon energy that we're still experiencing now until the 17th of July. Also, on Thursday, it's Embrace Your Geekness Day. Well, I don't need a day for this, that's for sure. But it's good to know that we actually have a day on the calendar to celebrate passion and quirky interests. Unleash your inner geek. Share your knowledge and revel in your uniqueness. That could be a lot of fun. Do you have any ideas as to how you might embrace your geekness on Embrace Your Geekness Day? Do let me know. I'd love to hear your ideas. And on Friday the 14th, well, of course, we're still under our waning moon phase. Release what no longer serves you. Reflect, rejuvenate, dive within, let go of negativity, and prepare for your new beginnings ahead on July 17th with that new moon in Cancer, which we will discuss next week. Venus, planet of love, rules the day on Friday. So spread as much love around as possible. We should be doing that every day, of course, but particularly under Venus's day. And also count all your blessings, because what we focus on grows. And not only that, but all energy at its basis is love. So if you want more energy, you just want to be more loving. And it's not only about a person. It can be yourself. It can be a song. It can be a movie. It can be a painting, whatever. But love as much as possible, because all energy at its basis is love. So when you're being love, you're being authentic. And when you're loving, you're being authentic. In A Course in Miracles, it says, teach love, for that is all that you are. So that's important to remember on Friday, especially. So spread as much love out there into the universe as humanly possible. And you're going to have a Gemini moon on Friday. Keywords for Gemini include curious, communicative, adaptable, versatile, intellectual, social, witty, expressive, dualistic, playful, lively, and quick study. Geminis are very, 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 very fast. They see it, they get it. And we'll also be more tuned in intellectually when the moon is in Gemini on Friday. It's a very flirty sign, so you might be flirting with people on the Gemini moon on Venus's day. Again, fall in love now before Venus goes retrograde. Get those dates lined up. You want to meet people before Venus goes retrograde and before Mercury goes retrograde, if you can help it. Mercury enters its shadow period August 3rd. So definitely get yourself taken care of in all fronts, work-wise, relationship-wise, etc. Friday the 14th. 14 signifies practicality, self-discipline, and determination. It combines ambition with a grounded approach to achieve success. So that's nice. There might be a little bit of a monkey wrench on Friday because it is a 14, and the cross sum of 14 is 5, and 5 has to do with, at times, change and conflict with change. So roll with the punches, be flexible. I think with the Gemini moon, it's going to be easy to do that. As for aspects, well, the sun in Cancer will sextile, that's a harmonious aspect, Uranus in Taurus. So it's a nice 60-degree angle, really nice with the sun in Uranus. So embrace change and seek new experiences that align with your emotional needs. So Uranus is the alarm clock. It goes off and wakes us up. And under the Cancerian sun, it's all about our emotionality, our emotional needs. So it's a great time, too, on Friday to break free from routine and nurture your individuality. George Michael had this aspect in his chart. He had his sun in Cancer, and he actually had Uranus. I believe it was in Virgo. Let me see. Where did he have it? Where did George Michael have it? George Michael had, he had Cancer sextile Virgo. So he had sun sextiling his Uranus, but his Uranus was in Virgo. And that actually makes a lot of sense if you think about George Michael, because he was very rebellious. I want your sex, he sang back in 1987. And he also sings that song Freedom 90, which is one of the best music videos in the history of music videos. But I love how he did that song Freedom, what he's known for. And this Uranian transit that he has, or aspect that he has in his chart, is very freedom loving. So listen to some George Michael on Friday. Your chiropractor is a magician. Yes, he is a magician. I love it. Yes, chiropractors are definitely magicians. At least the ones that I've had, they're great. You're going to have to back up, no pun intended, and catch the middle. Yeah, definitely. You can do that for sure. So listen to some George Michael on Friday and, decide to change things up a little bit. It's a good day to do so. Additionally, we hit our last day of the week, Saturday, the 15th. Again, we're under our waning moon cycle. We get two days left of this waning moon cycle on the 15th, because on the 17th of July, we got our new moon in Cancer. So clear things up, get yourself all situated, make space between now and the 17th of July for your new moon goals. And it's a Saturday. So Saturday is a great day to make sure your ducks are in a row. Saturday is ruled by Saturn, the planet of discipline, restriction, and responsibility. So get your ducks in a row. You might want to get your ducks in a row earlier in the week. So on Saturday, you can look at your ducks and say, look at my ducks. They're gorgeous. Gorgeous. Their ducks are gorgeous and they're in a row. That would be great. You got a Gemini moon on Saturday until 1:13 p.m. East. And then Luna enters Cancer. So for your Gemini moon, engage in stimulating conversations, explore new ideas. Under your Cancerian moon, nurture your emotions and prioritize your self-care. Nurture yourself. It's time to mama bear yourself with moon in Cancer come Saturday. And 15 numerologically signifies creativity, versatility, and independence. It encourages self-expression and the pursuit of personal freedom and adventure. So that should be nice. A nice manifestation day, really, on Saturday. And it's also give something away day, which is so nice. It's a day to share kindness and generosity. Give freely, whether it's a gift, a smile, or an act of service, and brighten someone's day. In fact, since we're under the waning moon phase and we're releasing things that we no longer need, and we're making room for new things under the new moon in Cancer on July 17th, it would be really nice to maybe declutter your wardrobe, your closet, your home, and give things away that you no longer need, especially on Saturday. And then you'll feel great. Your home will be decluttered. You'll feel like you have more space. And here's a secret, actually. Don't tell anyone. But you should actually tell everyone. It's an awesome secret. But when you have no clutter and you have more space, you actually get a sense of having more time. It's very, very strange. So space and time are very much connected. So if you think of it in terms of, say you have a desk and there's all of this awful baloney all over the desk. You got papers from like 1983, and then you got all these CDs that you don't need anymore. Well, time when you're at that desk is going to really feel like it's being crunched, like because you're having to process all this different stimuli. But say you clear off your desk and you have only things that serve some practical purpose, like you got your number 2 pencil or whatever it is. You got your desk, and only on this desk are things that are practical that you actually use. You will actually have a sense of having more time because you're not having to process all the junk that's there. And also the flow of energy is such that you'll have more flow and you'll get more done and you'll have a sense of more time. So those of you who might have an issue with time, there's never enough time for anything, well, declutter and you will have a sense of having more time. It's really quite spectacular. And you can also give something away. Give some of your junk away. That would be great. So yes, it's Give Something Away Day for sure. Well, thank you all so much for joining me today for This Week Astrology. Careless Whisper is great too from George Michael. Well, that's going to go on our playlist for sure. We got to listen to some George Michael. In fact, because it's Cancerian season, we should do what we can to listen to Cancerian artists. I mean, if you're like me and you don't have any Cancer in your chart whatsoever, it's important to line up with the energy, to line up with the astrological energies. And an easy way to do that is to listen to artists whose signs are, whose sign is under the sun sign currently. So right now the sun is in Cancer. You can listen to some George Michael, who is a Cancer, Christine McVie, who is a Cancer. There are other Cancerian artists. I can't recall any of them off the top of my head. Cancer artists. Terrible. I'll have to get back to you. But in the meantime, listen to some Christine McVie and George Michael, especially Careless Whisper. That's really good. And of course, if you're looking for readings or coaching or gift certificates or parties, I'm in Los Angeles. Well, check out my website, psychicsun.com. I shall see you next week for sure. We'll be doing that Astrology of Crime episode, and we'll probably have taroscopes next week. If we don't have taroscopes next week, we'll have them the week after for sure. So enjoy your weekend, everyone, and enjoy your week if you're catching this on the replay. Thank you so much for joining me live and watching the replay. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I shall see you soon. Bye.